Hello, everyone. This is more of, I could say answer, but it's not really an answer to Oppenheimer's research project, Mr. Diamond's video. It's not really that. Uh, uh, it's just a bit of I just wanted to share with you um, my opinion or what I've been told. Now, this is all going towards volcanic winter. He said, even on a cloudy day with snow, we can get, um, uh, enough light to run our greenhouse with shaded vegetables, and that's quite good. Yeah, I'd agree with him. You can do that at the moment. However, what I was told is once we get into this volcanic winter scenario, with all this aerosols going into the air, it's going to be dark, much darker than what Diamond's suggesting, and it's going to be what I'm told. It'll be much darker at the poles than it is at the equator, and depending on whereabouts your location is, it will be a little bit different. And I will say that with Oppenheimer Ranch and my own place, we're pretty much at the same latitude, different part of the world, but it's a little bit of a different climate, but very similar in many ways, in a high valley, plenty of running water and other things like that. But before we get to how dark it'll be, let's just go through this quick volcanic winter scenario so you know about it. Over here, number one, ash cloud, we know that. A lot more clouds forming, sulfate aerosols, etc., making more and more clouds. That's number two. Number three, air circulations disrupted, number three, because of stratospheric warming. Ozone depletion because of other aerosols. Aerosol veil, right? Yes, causing the surface temperatures to plummet, to plummet, to plummet. And I think it's going to be within 2 weeks they'll start really getting low. That's what I was told. Ash fallout, destroying homes, crushing houses, crushing bridges, this type of thing. Boom, boom, everything getting crushed by ash, a cubic meter or 3 cubic feet or whatever of ash is just like having, a cubic meter of gravel put on your roof. And if you've got a big roof, that's a lot of weight. It will collapse. Acid rain, yeah. Soils, lakes are gone, fish are gone, right? Respiratory complaints from humans. Vegetation dies. Poor little piggies die. Poor little sheeps die. Nothing for you to eat. They're just sitting there rotting and freezing. Then the ocean circulation chaos, and marine biology dies, and we're all pretty much looking for a depopulation event coming up to around about 95 to 98% of the population on the planet if we get a really, really big one. Okay, so with that out of the way, how dark at around about 37 or 38 degrees north in the northern hemisphere? Now, I've gone over this before and I keep referring to the phrase the long night. The long night. It'll be a long night. It'll be 3.5 years of darkness. If you are able to grow vegetables in this or in this, good luck. I don't think you can. I think it's just going to be too dark. You might be able to, but I doubt it. And my group here, we're not planning for growing vegetables. I mean, we'll try, but we don't expect it. Well, because basically plants need a certain amount of hours of sunlight a day and a certain amount of heat. If they're not getting those hours of sunlight, they'll just perish. It's like planting tomato seeds in January. Your house can be as warm as toast and they can be getting sunlight, but they just won't thrive. They'll sprout, but they won't thrive because they're just not getting enough sunlight, depending on your latitude. If you're further down south, yeah, maybe. But I've never been able to get them to thrive. It's a timing issue. So honestly, what I've been told, it's going to be dark like this. You're going to need a minimum of 4 years' food to get you through the long night. Right? 4 years of food minimum. To be safe, you will need 7 years of food if you're in the northern hemisphere. Australia, you'll need a minimum 5. Now, 7 years is to get you after the long night. You need those extra 3 years of food to get you through the next 9 years of variable weather. Get you through bad years. Some years you'll get enough food harvested that you'll be okay, and then next year you can have a failure. So the weather will be unpredictable. So if you're in a rustic environment, yeah, get your underground wallopinis or underground greenhouses going. You'll need them. Not during the long night when it's too dark for anything except playing chess and playing cards and playing dominoes and playing Monopoly and other board games to keep yourself occupied. It's for that time after the long night. Okay? When the weather's returning to normal, the clouds are clearing, and what I'm told is there might be some way that they clear the skies, maybe through some type of explosion. I'm not sure. There's something that they're planning. And after that time, when you've got an environment like on the top of the Andes, where the Wallapini comes from, or where they use it the most, I should say, you will need that then. Because some years you're going to get good harvest and some years you won't get bad, but you will definitely need to start your planting a month or two before you put them out in the ground. And you will need plastic garbage bags, clear ones, over the top of them. So that is what you'll need. Now at 38 degrees north, when everything settles down, you are now going to be at roughly 60 degrees north. That will be your new climate, what I'm told. Where I am, I asked what city in the world would be closest to the new environment post Grand Solar Minimum we're going into, and the answer came back for 38 degrees north is Oslo, the city of Oslo. Okay, so basically around about 60 degrees north we're going down to about 30 degrees, so that's what 22 degree variation in latitude. Okay, I hope this has been helpful to some of you people. Whether you choose to believe what I say or not, I know some people at some other channels criticize people with psychic powers, saying it's all science and nothing else, but I've hit every nail on the head with my predictions, at least maybe 98% or 99% of the time, to varying levels of success. So, yeah, maybe it all is science. And maybe potatoes are bad for you and maybe they're good for you. Yeah? Maybe dark matter exists and maybe it doesn't exist. Yeah, I trained in science, and I trained in the science that scientists hate the most, statistics. And I know them very well because I've done them at master course level as well. So, and I do know how paradigms shift in science, but these are predictions. Please treat them as such. And predictions and people who can predict are like good dentists, mediocre dentists, and bad dentists. Okay? If you find a good dentist, you're going to be very happy. If you find a mediocre dentist, you're sort of happy. If you get a bad dentist, you're sort of sad. Okay? But you don't go around criticizing all the dentists because of a few bad dentists, now do you? Okay? And that is a big prediction boom.